Hello guys and welcome to episode 5 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carsteins on very hard difficulty. This is Mortal Empires and we are going for world domination, and today it starts with the attack on Sterlin. We chose them as our next target. We have our army pretty much ready to go. We're also going to be looking into doing the Blood Drinker quest at some point, although that will require a Banshee, I believe. Since I'm not sure vampires can assassinate. No, we can only hinder. So that is going to require Spirit Well, which is a level 3 settlement as well, and we don't have like a level 3 main settlement just yet. So we'll have to save up some growth and do that. We are waiting for the public order to sort itself out up here in Ostermark. But we don't have to wait for that in order to move on Vlad. So let's go ahead and declare war. They're already at war with Averland and Ostland, so we can take full advantage of this.
Bring them death! All shall perish!
Okay. So it looks like a pretty even matchup on paper, but in battle we should be able to exploit the high veterancy of our Vargas to do a lot of damage. Let's jump in and fight this on the battle map. We also of course have Blood Knights, and if we cycle charge them they can do an absolute ton of damage as well. Vlad can easily kill Elgar. And my Spearmen and Skeleton Warriors should be able to hold the line, because we're no longer reliant on any zombies in this army. We just need to spread them out as much as we can. We'll have the Fellbats just like swarm in behind particular units. Use the direwolves to flank and so on. They have a really nice defensive position though. That is pretty nasty. One thing we can do though, because we have Vanguard deployment, is just move all our army over to the right side here. Then we can kind of walk up from this side onto the hill and have a more even engagement. That's what I'm going to look to do. Let's just grab all of our units and put them over here. Doesn't really matter for my flying units so much, but we'll move them over anyway. Lovely. Right, let's go ahead and start the deployment, start the battle. First things first, we'll just adjust like so. And then we'll have the Direwolves and the Blood Knights move to the far right side. Our flying units can just fly up to the same level, and we need to have Vlad and the Vampire move up as well. And that's all of our units moving. Let's watch them go. These Blood Knights, they are so damn cool. So we're up against quite a sizable force, but their ranged units shouldn't really be a massive issue. I feel like as soon as I get my men to engage, we should be fine. I am just going to draw them back for now though, since their crossbowmen did seem to be moving forwards. Just speed this up. No need really to wait. Don't think our skeletons can really be fatigued. One benefit we have going for us. Let's just get this attack on though, because I am wary that they are going to be able to fire at me, or I can use my flying units. Like I would just go in and attack now onto their range forces, but I can't really do that because then my flying units will just get killed. We really need to rely on these guys getting close, and we'll try and heal them up as we go. One thing I might be able to do actually is get a really nice penumbral pendulum onto this line, but I think I'll wait until I'm actually engaging them. Now my Königstein Stalkers here, a little bit better than your average skeleton warriors, and we'll be able to do a lot of damage to the swordsman. Okay, time to get our flying units in here. The skeleton spearmen already suffering. Let's just bring in some zombies to help them out.
It shall be so.
Because we don't want them to lose too much morale too easily, otherwise they'll just start to crumble. That's not what we want. Right, where are those crossbowmen? We've got one unit in the middle here that's already engaged. I think what we're going to do though is focus these ones that are not engaged. So let's just have all of our bats go onto one, all of the Vargeist go onto the other. Have these guys now come in on the flanks. And we should have Vlad engaged in melee. We can't just have him stand back. He needs to actually start doing some damage. Right, we can probably get a nice penumbral pendulum somewhere. Just looking for the place to put it. Probably going to take off these units again. Reason being, I don't want to be surrounded like this. Okay, units being wiped out. We're probably going to lose another skeleton spearman there, which isn't good. But at least if they sort of surround Vlad, then it will leave him in a pretty good position to have a penumbral pendulum help him out. These guys can just run down those guys, that's fine. Let's engage these crossbowmen now. We can't allow them to just freely hit stuff. I might just kill off those crossbowmen as well. Right, how's Vlad doing? He should be absolutely fine. There's no amount of swordsman that should really be able to kill him because he has that regeneration from being in melee combat. Their crossbowmen though, they are long gone. We can also come in here and smash into the back of this infantry and so on. Alright, let's just get all of our bats to kill the crossbowmen. Our guys can take off again.
Life ends. Darkness reigns.
Not really sure where I can put this penumbral pendulum. It's really annoying. I really want to use it, but I think I'll just have to use the Melkos Mystifier Masma at this rate. Maybe I can get a clean hit in here. Let's do it like so. That should absolutely rip to shreds some morale. Oh, she walked into her own penumbral pendulum. Ouch.
All life must end.
And put a Melkos Mystifier Masma on top of that. Might make a big difference. I'm going to get the Vargeist to come in here and help out with Vlad. Free him up. Looks like those guys are engaged. Let's have those guys charge back in. Yeah, the Blood Knights got engaged by the Spearmen with shields, which is not good. So we're just going to probably swarm them. Let's just swarm the Spearmen with shields. Why not? Also nice and spread out.
Bow before me.
Let's get an invocation. And I think I'll just put minus attack onto those guys.
Victory
That is fine.
is mine.
Alright, we've got their leader there, so let's attack him. Let's have these Vargeist charge down those crossbowmen. Okay, and since my units are now free, we can charge on to this engagement with the Blood Knights. Can also get some bats to come back for that. Nice. A lot of the units are routing. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That was a nasty charge from the Blood Knights. But job done, we don't have to chase them down. It's a settlement battle after all. And that was apparently a Pyrrhic victory. We did lose all of our skeleton spearmen, but all they needed to do in the end was hold the line. And that's exactly what they did, so can't really be disappointed. Vargeist ranked up once again. I am going to definitely have to get some better infantry eventually. Like, the next upgrade is its Graveguard. They definitely hold 100 times better than skeletons do. But for now, as long as we're winning, I don't particularly mind. Okay, time to just occupy that. Lovely jubbly. I'll probably keep the charnel pit here, just because it's the only useful tier 1 building that I can have.
I thirst.
Recruit myself some more skeleton spearmen and warriors to fill the ranks. And he's leveled up again. So, where do we want to go now with these points? I probably should just make him incredibly good in melee combat, right? So I think we're going to go for Beguile and improve his melee defense, since that is what is lowest of his melee stats. Isabella's going to have to stay where she is for this turn. We can't really build anything else, I don't think. Possibly build something into Fort Oberstyre. Yeah, let's get the corpse pile started. And we'll end the turn. So hopefully that was the main army of Sterlin taken care of. So now we can just move straight on to their capital and take that out. That will give us another entire province under our command. Like, if you look at their strength bar, surely they don't have an army left at this point. I'm just hoping that Averland don't go ahead and attack them themselves, because otherwise we might not get our hands on Wertbad. And again, if they did do that, we could just attack them instead. And their army would likely be bloodied due to the battle. Alright, so hopefully our replenishment was quite decent in that end turn. We're going to gift some dark magic though as a tribute, because that gives us +4 public order in all provinces for 4 turns, which allows me to then move out Isabella, which is nice. But having occupied, loot, raise or sack 6 different settlements, we got the 4,000 dark magic from that, which is very nice. And Isabella's now got +1 public order for being strict. And we get 6,000 for occupying 10. Okay. And with that, I can afford the upgrade to the level 3 Shady Township at Castle Tempelhof, which will then unlock the building that I need to make Banshees, which will be very nice. In the meantime though, due to the extra public order that we have, I don't think Isabella needs to be in the province here anymore. No, she does not. So let's move towards Wertbad. She will stay in our province for the end turn. No reason to take unnecessary attrition.
Unstoppable.
I think Vlad though can just carry on that way. As long as there's not a significant army here, we can definitely just go for it. Just trying to think whether or not Isabella would be in range to reinforce next turn. Like, if I put her into march, can she march into range of Wertbad next? I guess probably she would be, right? So yeah, we're going to do that. I think 1,700 a turn. It's not massive amount, and if we get attacked by another faction, it might suck really badly. We're just going to have to hope for the best here and continue our advance. The best thing to do is just keep taking more provinces, keep building those armies, and try and keep my strength rank up so that I don't get attacked randomly by other nations. Because as long as we are stronger than them, there's not any real reason for them to attack us. It's kind of what you have to count on with the AI. Although, of course, it can be completely random sometimes and just attack you for the sake of it. Which will happen definitely later on, due to our expansion. Like I mentioned near the start, there's not really anyone that I can really trade with or be friends with, because we're vampires. Which works well for a complete world domination. The Lamian Book of Blood is now complete. We're now researching the plus 15% income from repression buildings. Okay, let's hit Wurtbad. We'll come up with Isabella as well. We'll just continue the siege until Isabella arrives. Come on, Isabella. You into normal stance. If she can raise some dead, then I will. Yeah, we can grab some skeleton spearmen and zombies. Loads of zombies, right.
Bring them death!
No idea why that hasn't affected the sort of balance of power at all. But having Vlad reinforced by Isabella does make both of them very strong indeed. We're going to go ahead and fight this on the battle map. I think it might also take into account the fact we have no siege equipment. But honestly, in Warhammer, like the fact you can just put up ladders so easily makes things so much easier. Especially with the siege attacker attribute like Vlad has. I'm just going to continuously take advantage of it. You've really got to exploit everything you can on this sort of difficulty. Because at the end of the day, you're just playing on Legendary without all of the restrictions. Like, it's basically the same AI difficulty. You just aren't restricting yourself. But anyway, let's get these guys lined up and ready to climb these walls. These guys will have to fly into the settlement as soon as possible. And these lot can all attack the gate. Cool. We'll gamble for more wins. And that was not good. Start the battle. Let's go. We'll have these units fly on in. And these guys run on forwards. Right. I might have these skeleton spearmen actually try and go up towards the mid there. Reinforcements are coming in. Let's have them run on up. And actually, I may as well just crash right into these crossbowmen, right? No real reason not to. Like, at the end of the day, they're not very good at melee, so they're not going to do too much damage. If the swordsmen get involved, that's a different story, but we should be climbing the wall soon. Right, some more Vargeist and bats for us to use. And we have all of these leaders which need to go and attack the gates for us. They did actually open the gates there and allow some of my dudes through. Oh, look at this fight on the walls. It's barely a fight at all. Let's move them next to these so they're easier to control. It's not even fair. Right, how's this gatehouse doing? We really need to just keep attacking the actual gate as opposed to letting my dudes get killed. Let's just continue the push across here, why not? It's just so brutal. Like, halberds just aren't doing anything either, and they're supposed to be relatively good. This isn't the most efficient way to use my troops, but oh well. Just giving charge orders backwards and forwards between different units Just makes them all use that charge, and then they just do so much damage. The other great thing about Vargeist though is that they do have like a frontal AoE attack, like a cleave attack, which means they do so much damage when they're like right in the middle of units. That's why you can see the health falling so quickly, and with the bats assisting, it's just fantastic. Right, anyway, time to push on through. I'm actually going to pull these guys back and just allow my leaders to go through. Let's get a nice penumbral pendulum. I forgot that happens. The spell just bugs out when you put it too close to the wall. It's awkward. I think I'm actually going to have these guys take off now. We'll just allow the men on the walls to kill them. The sound though, when I give all of my skeletons and zombies orders, is absolutely awesome. Oh, look at them all going in there. Vlad and crew having their fun. Let's bring us up some help, raise some dead. They can assist us. Oh, look at all these zombies. This is epic. Just look at all those zombies like trying to get up the walls here and just sort of running into the walls and figuring out they can climb up the ladders. It's like, it looks really funny. Just how you can imagine the zombies actually being. Right, let's get my my dudes to attack again. Just going to go straight into the face of these halberds. Do as much damage as we can. We've broken through down here, so not much else we can do there, except from carry on. I might throw down a penumbral pendulum up here. Put down maybe a enfeebling foe as well. There we go. Lovely stuff. Oh, look at Isabella go. Draw us up some zombies. Even more zombies to help us out. Okay, never mind. They're all going to run away. He has officially scared them off. I really want to zoom in here and see Isabella. She's got a really, really nice looking horse. Look at that. Beautiful. The other vampires joining us. That's so cool. Decisive victory, I'll take it. And that's Sterlin destroyed. And we've gained ourselves another entire province, which we're probably going to have to sit on for a while in order to convert. Or corrupt, I should say. Not convert. We aren't picking daisies over here. We are destroying the land. Lovely. Oh, that's a tempting sack. I could sack it and then take it with Isabella, but I think I'm just going to occupy it. Yeah, then it stays at least as a level 2 settlement, which is actually good because we can already build a balefire brazier, which is just so damn useful. Not sure we need the thorny orchard though. I might keep it just for the public order in the time being. Sterlin's dead. Nice couple of traits gained there. Wow. Sapper, +2 leadership when laying siege, and +3 leadership when fighting against men. Man's ruin. Kill them all. Their fake gods will recognize their own, if indeed they exist. Alright, let's upgrade our vampire. We will give her the hunger. It's really useful, just the regeneration in combat. It's so nice. And this vampire can also get it. Yep, cool. Right, commandment available is probably going to be vampiric corruption. Great. Now, I do realise that with Isabella gone, corruption is actually not even changing at all there. So I might have to send Isabella back, which is unfortunate, but it's got to be done. Otherwise it's just going to constantly rebel. But at least with the balefire brazier building in Wertbad, we'll be able to continuously convert or corrupt this province, which is Sterlin. I might now also focus on Averland, since they are rather isolated down here. Depends on what allies they have, if any. The Empire really hasn't done a good job of
Sigma's will.
becoming friends with each other. Yeah, they're just at war with Wissenland. Still got that non-aggression pact with Zufbar, but it looks like they're being hit very hard by the Bloody Spears. It's actually a good thing. We want the orcs to win over the dwarves because the orcs are easier to kill in the late game, especially as the vampires. Right. That is everything done. Let's move on to the next turn. So we're kind of just waiting for the Castle Tempelhof to upgrade at this point. Then we can possibly get ourselves the building to build banshees. That will allow us to progress Vlad's quest. And when Vlad's quest is complete, the extra vampiric corruption will be fantastic. And we just got to decide where we want to go next. I mean, Averheim makes sense. Just sort of taking that province and then moving on to the Empire even might be a good idea. Taking the capital of the Empire, I think, will give us a unique settlement. That might be something worth doing. We now have Grateful Paragons. The example you set is inspirational. The heroes under your command are proud to carry out your will and do so eagerly. Cost for all hero actions has fallen. Okay. What do we get if we upgrade this? We can start to recruit Graveguard when we have an ancient armory. Okay. That would require an ancient armory in the main settlement though, most likely. I don't believe you can build them. Well, you can build them in the secondary settlements, but you then can't upgrade them even more, which is not ideal. I think I'm just going to hold on to the cash for now. Actually, I am going to upgrade Bechafen, because then I can get another Balefire Brazier. Making sure you're spreading corruption is just so damn important. It really, really is. There we go. That's +3. I am actually going to speed up heroes and lords. Medium's fine, but fast animation speed. Because otherwise, gonna get very annoying. Oh, actually, that was the wrong one. Fast and fast. Put that back to normal. We just probably want to put allied factions, we don't really care. Probably do it for everyone, actually. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. That'll help. Okay. So, with Vlad, we do kind of need to stay in the settlement because of the public order. I think I'm going to. And we'll just continue to get the replenishment for this turn. And then maybe next turn we'll start to move towards Averheim. Because eventually what I'm going to do is have Isabella to move back towards Vertbad. So, there we go. Obedience to the vampires gives up to +10 based on the percentage of vampiric corruption present. That's public order, that's nice. Oh, that's permanent, isn't it? I thought that was like a buff that we got off an event or something, but never mind. Cool. We're getting to the point where we can almost afford another leader, which would be good. Because we just need people who can sort of garrison now. Therefore allowing my better armies to move on. We could maybe have an army full of zombies. I know Avenger asked for that in the comments. Just for public order purposes. We'll have to wait and see. Not too much happening in the end turn though. Nothing we really care about anyway. All I want to see is the Dwarven provinces in the minimap to the right slowly disappear in favour of orcs. Okay. Hellfire Brazier has been complete in Vertbad, which is nice. Helps us out with the vampiric corruption there, and now allows Vlad to move towards the border. We can level him up, and we're going to continue with the plus melee defense. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time, so I am going to leave it here. What we're going to do in the next episode is likely take out Averland. Then we'll be moving over towards the Empire, I think, and maybe try and take them out nice and quick. Who knows? Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.